Hi, everyone. Hey, are you super excited for our virtual retreat or what? We are excited to bring it all to you. We're super sad a little bit, right? That we can't be in person, but hopefully things will be back to normal next year. But in the meantime, we have a lot scheduled for you this coming weekend. So get excited. So my name is Shelly Tyson, actually Shelly Lee Tyson, in the Pampered Chef world. So for those of you who do not know me, you might know me from registration, right? Because I handle all that for the retreat. I'm an advanced director. I'm actually under the fabulous Pam Constantino. So many of you know Pam. I live in Catawissa, Pennsylvania. You know, it's a little bit of a mouthful. You might be have no idea where that is. But if you've heard of Knoebels Amusement Park, just by chance, I live about 5 minutes from there. So I am very rural and I am the resident crazy chicken lady, which some of you, I'm sure, already know that about me. But, anyways, I've been with Pampered Chef 16 and a half years. And like I said, we are so excited to put together this virtual retreat for you. We have been working really hard to get this all put together. And so I wanted to spend a couple minutes with you today to talk about something I've been doing the last couple of months, and that is a text party. And perhaps some of you are doing text parties. And if you're doing them and they're working, kudos to you. But I just wanted to come on and share a little bit about how I have been doing them. Okay. And I want to preface this first by saying I learned about text parties on one of the leader calls for Nancy Joe Ryan. I want to say it was Paula Brockner and a few other folks. So I do not take credit for this in any way, shape, or form. I'm just sharing information and sharing what's been working for me. Okay. So you, like I said, you might be doing text parties and you might not. You might not have even thought about it. But who really are your hosts for text parties? I would say, first and foremost, they're the folks that aren't on social media. You know, there are people who don't want anything to do with Facebook or Instagram or whatnot. But what I have found is most people do have a cell phone, right? And they do text. So the other piece of the text party is you don't want to be sending multiple texts because people do not like that. Okay. You know how you are if you would receive one text after another. And you also know how you feel, I'm sure, if you have received a group text message, right? So I walk through the host. Okay. So how I started doing this, everyone, is I just reached out through my VIP group. You can use words like, hey, who wants to be a guinea pig? I want to try something new or try a new type of party. Or I personally reach out to some folks. That's what I did. I used my VIP group and then I also followed up with some past hosts who I thought would be willing to give it a try. And that's what I did. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And so that we can talk for just a minute about this text party and I can give you some ideas. Okay. So, like I said, a text party is really another way to party Pampered Chef style, and it's done through a text message on a phone, okay, on a cell phone. So, like I said, through the amazing training that I had with other consultants, I work to create one text message that I write and share for my hosts. And then they can send it out to their own friends and family. And within this one text message are three links: one to a Google photo album, and I'll show you that. Two, to the shopping link. I think we all know what the shopping link is. So that's their shopping link. And three, to a Google door prize slip. All right, so let's take a closer look at those pieces. So first, let's come to the Google photo album. Now, I will say this, folks, I'm no Google expert. I've gotten better. But if you don't have a Google account, I believe you do need to create one. I had one, so that was not an issue. But I created a specific album for my fall text party. Okay, and then you can simply pull in photos. Maybe you create your own photos through Canva. Maybe you're using some of Pampered Chef photos. One thing to keep in mind with the text party is you should be able to use those photos from marketing imagery very freely because, unlike Facebook, where we might get into a little trouble, this should work just fine. Okay. And perhaps you want to insert some of your own photos, maybe of recipes you've done or little video clips. I would keep it, relatively brief. All right. So we can look at the photos. So this is my opening photo. And of course, this is a photo that I created. Okay. And you will notice that over to the right, you can add a caption or a description. So if you wanted to add any more information. All right. So I'm just going to scroll through this. Now, certainly you would need to go back and attend to this on a monthly basis if you're including the host special and the guest special to update that. Mine go in a little bit of an order, as you can see, breakfast kind of into lunch. All right. And of course, there's a focus on new products. Okay. So this is one of the other things you want to consider, right? With our current situation with stop sells, or products, being backlogged. What's nice about the Google Photo Album is that you can simply pop into the album anytime and make adjustments. You can move photos around, okay? And the link still will be valid, okay, even after you make the changes. So on the back end, it's a little bit of work, okay, putting your photos together. I will not lie, right? So let me scroll back, okay? So like I said, on the back end, it's a little bit of work, but once you have it created, it's easy to tweak it on a monthly basis, or again, this needs to be tweaked again, due to some of our stoneware issues. But you can take a look and see, I have a lot of photos in here that I created. Again, some photos of my own food. And what I also like is you can pop in, if you see here, I was doing corn on the cob in the quick cooker. I popped in a video clip. Hi, everyone. Okay, so you can pop in a video clip, which is fun. And again, you can see there's a whole wide variety of products and information here, okay? And a lot of it has to do with fall, of course. And then you will also see information, right, about the business, okay? About hosting, okay? So bookings, and then of course it ends, with a thank you. Okay, so like I said, you can add descriptions on your photos as well. And then when you're ready to share it, probably most of you know this already, but it's easy to create a link. So we can go to the little like triangle with the circles, and you can do copy link. Okay, and you can copy it. All right, and then you're good to go. And I'll show you the text message in just a minute. So the second link, like I said, is the actual ordering link. So we all know about that. But the last link is my door prize form. And again, this is created in Google. You can see I have responses in here right now because it is current. I just updated it. And someone had shared some ideas about the door prize slip. So I did make some adjustments. Okay, it's all the basics. And it asks a variety of questions. Okay, so you can put whatever questions you want in that Google Prize form. And again, the same thing with being able to grab the link then and put it in your text message. So let me show you my text message here. Now, I did put this in a Word document just because of this training so that you could easily see it. Okay. So it basically, hi, happy October. I'm excited to be hosting a text party with Pampered Chef. There is a new catalog. Here's how it goes, and the links are below. It's easy to browse and then order. and then it just outlines it. And this is what was talked about during the training that I had a little while ago. So it's very similar. You can order from your cell phone or your computer. Just click on the shopping link, let them know when it's ending. Here's my information, okay? And then here are your links. One to scroll through the party. Here is the link for the Google app or the Google photo album. What's nice about this is obviously you're able to click on this when it's in the text form. Place an order. Here's the party link. Okay, and then of course the door prize slip, here's that link as well. And then I always end it from your host, right? Because you're writing it as your host. So what I do is I share this text message with the host, okay? See what questions she has. And obviously you're encouraging them to send it out to many people, right? And it doesn't matter where they live in the US because anybody can order. So you want to work directly with your host. You could have these as short as 24 hours. I never do. I have them open a week. And what we do is we resend the same text message out, okay, about halfway through the party. And then at the top up here, okay, I would insert like reminder, the party is closing this Saturday. If you wanted to place an order. I also have them resend it, meaning I resend it again to the host 24 hours before the party is going to close. So this way they can be accessing their host dashboard, right, to see who's ordering. I'm sure you're chatting with them, you know, off and on, maybe even daily, as far as your host coaching is concerned, you know, staying in touch with them. I do also, as a side note, I send them a party packet. Some of you might not be sending packets anymore, but I still send packets. I do send 2 catalogs, one for the host, one if they want to circulate that around or circulate, you know, both of them. On occasion, I have gotten an order on paper from these hosts. So I still include that and send that out to them. But I will tell you this, I've had, like I said, 10 or 11 text parties. My highest text party was over $1,500. My lowest text party was $368, I believe. And then I want to say I had 2 or 3 others over 1,000, and the rest were probably between $400 and $900. So I guess, you know, here's the thing. If somebody wants to have a Pampered Chef party and they are not on Facebook, or they are not excited about social media, or they don't want any parts of it, or maybe they just want something fast, right? Because this text party can be as fast as 24 hours up to whatever you make it. This is, you know, the way to go. And I always have been, right, from the school that I will try anything once with Pampered Chef. So this I use like to supplement my party schedule. I wouldn't see myself going completely into text parties, but if you're doing virtual parties, this is a nice supplement, perhaps alongside of book parties if you're still doing those. So I will share these words out in our party group, our training group, so that you can see them. But you know, you'll want to make your own Google album. You will want to make your own Google drawing slip. Okay, so but that way it would be helpful for all of you. If you have questions about the text party, you know, please post them underneath this training video and I will do my best to answer them. As Grace said before, please, you know, don't send all of us messages like private messages or emails or text messages. You know, just post your questions below and I'll do my best to answer them. I don't claim to be a pro at text parties, but it's something I definitely wanted to share because I feel like I've had success with them. And my hosts, I've gotten great feedback that they like them. They like how simple it is. They like that it's one text message. And of course, when you are setting this up with them, I always say to them, please don't send it as a group text. We know we don't like receiving group texts, and I'm sure your friends and family don't want to receive that either. So, and then certainly you can do your thank yous and your follow ups with the folks who have ordered. And then that also gives you an opportunity to talk about the business with them and also about booking a party. So, I hope you found some of this, interesting, useful. And like I said, we are excited to be here with you this coming weekend, and know that we have a lot planned for all of you. So let me stop my screen sharing. There we go. Now I'm back. So get ready and make sure you get your rest, right? Because we have a lot heading your way. And again, I hope all of you are doing well. I hope you're staying safe. And if I don't talk to you before, I'm wishing you an amazing rest of 2020 and holiday season with you and your family. So we'll see you next time, everybody. Thanks for tuning in.